Okay, this is first couple of minutes of Sentinel are just cutscenes. Also, if you saw that I crouched in front of Uncle so that I don't spin and bonk on him. Um, Honestly, it doesn't matter what you do.
I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
And so of course you just mash circle
I see you
at the
were
end of the
brave enough
cutscenes.
to make the trade. Good, good, jolly good. Do you have the precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Okay, so uh, punching out of the uncle's house, a lot of people just bonk on the walls. Uh, just know that when you come out of Uncle's house, it's the analog stick is a lot more down than usual coming out of a house. So yeah, just note that. You just want to go inside the mayor's house and talk to him. Get a scout fly and talk to him.
What a wonderful sight. I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you earned a power cell.
And just know that the uncle has two different cells
Congratulations. A sizable one, I hope.
and not just one.
Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Okay, so you should have 21 cells and 181 orbs. Just know that that scout fly is right, because the last orb is right here. It's directly to the right of this bridge, and you should land on it every time. As for water roll jumps, you don't have to do them. You can always just roll onto this little platform and roll off of this. But you'll see, like, people like me just roll on the water. The timing for the water rolls, just start rolling as soon as you touch the water. I mean, like, the frame that you touch the water is when you want to start rolling. Or even right before the frame that you touch the water. So you kind of have to predict it. It's not that difficult once you get used to it. Let me get the scout fly. Don't miss the orbs. Okay, so I got lucky enough that box is actually going to break. Sometimes in Hundo you can get lucky enough for the guy who's already on the cannon to break some of the boxes already. Okay, that's unfortunate because we need to go right there. Okay, so once you get, you want to double jump and spin into this little crack. You want to hold R1 and then high jump, and at the peak of your jump you want to spin. You want to spin onto this corner right here, right above you, just like that. Do that again. So you want to land on here, high jump, frick, and spin at the peak of your jump onto this corner. Okay. And as for this, just know that you can infinite jump as much as you want. Literally, you can like double jump here, and it'll move you closer to the outside as you spin, or as you keep jumping.
Sweetest Hootie, I'm coming for that booty.
So just know that as soon as you get out of from under this window, you're not infinite jumping anymore. You only have 2 jumps. So what I like to do is I like to ground pound, and then once I get to the edge, I know I only have 2 jumps left, so I kind of elongate those jumps. And I double jump spin. The spin is really important because sometimes you won't make it without it. So yeah, I just like to ground pound at the very edge. And then double jump spin once I get out of the infinite jump. Okay, now for cannon. Okay, so there's 2 boxes down there where those 5 orbs are broken. That's already broken, and then there's 1 box right here that's already broken. But so there are still 3 boxes left. So I'm gonna show you how I shoot these. The top of my cannon, I gotta make sure that I can see the 2 boxes that are next to each other. They're gonna be next to each other, but right now they're broken. So in this case, make sure you can see all 5 orbs. And then you want to charge up the cannon just enough so you can barely hear it. And as soon as you can start like hearing it, then you can let go. So it's like the smallest charge up. You don't want to tap X because you're not going to make it. So you can't see it. But it's just like the slightest of charge there. And so as you do that, you want to move on to the middle of these 2. Just know that when you shoot the cannon, the bomb will bounce slightly to the left. It's kind of weird that that happens when you try to shoot these 2, but it never fails. The bomb will shoot a little bit. It'll bounce to the left just a little bit. So you see how the bomb, like, it landed, then it went a little bit to the left there. So you want to aim your cannon just slightly to the right of the middle of those 2 boxes. And it'll land right in the middle. As for this one, it's just a little bit lesser of a charge than those 2 boxes and a little bit more than these 2. So kind of like that. And then you want to make sure that you don't move up or down at all from this starting position. You just want to move left and right. And as for the one way in the back, you just want to do a full charge. And it'll land right in front of it. And then for this one, just a tap of X. Just do the trick. And then this one's a little bit tricky. This one might take you a few tries. Like it takes me. But you can kind of hear how the cannon, when the cannon shot sounds a lot more like intense, I guess is the word. That's when you let go. So kind of like that. And after those, all the rest of the cannon shots are done, then you can move the cannon up. If you look at the top of the cannon, it's pointed towards the pelican behind that blue eco. You can barely see it. But if you look at this blue eco pad right here, my cannon is to the bottom right of that. If you look at the top of the cannon, it's to the bottom right, and it's pointing right at the pelican. You can do a full charge and then you can leave because you know it's gonna hit the pelican. So the pelican broke. Okay, so just like this, and then you're done. That takes some getting used to. I recommend a lot of practice on that. It'll save you a bunch of time if you can get all these first try. And then you want to go to the left side of this platform and do a boosted. And then do another boosted. Grab all the orbs and fall down here. Grab all the orbs and then come down here and swim across these 5 orbs from left to right. Nothing crazy. Once again, you can roll. As soon as Jack touches the water, you can roll. Okay, so you wanna... Okay, this guy's falling. But you wanna get these 5 orbs. And you wanna uppercut this, this log here. Just one time. You grab all the 5 orbs and keep going. You can roll up to that platform, you don't have to. Kind of an awkward roll. But if you roll to the right, or more to the right side of this platform, you can usually make it. Because if you roll to the left side of this platform, you'll bonk a lot, or ledge grab or something. But you'll make it up if you roll to this side. It's kind of weird. Okay, so there's nothing like too crazy here. You just want to make sure you activate the birds on all 3 platforms. Because those birds are important. If you can, water jump onto here, which is basically tapping X as you hit the water. Okay, so nothing too crazy here. You want to make sure you can roll on top of this platform, but not hit this rock that I'm on right now. So you want to roll from a little bit farther behind and high jump off of it. Yeah, you can just punch all of those. That's probably the safe, fast way to do it. Yeah, so Sentinel doesn't really have too many difficult things in it. You don't have to punch off with the egg like I do there. You can just make sure you get the egg off of the platform, and that'd be best.
I'll take this little kid back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
50-minute Sentinel new record, Captain. And then you just want to roll up to here. Make sure you have all the orbs before you get the cell. If it shows 150 out of 150 Sentinel, then you can get the cell. That's important because if you... Also, that was the end of Sentinel. I didn't split for that. Because after... Okay, because you don't want to get the cell and then grab the orbs and then load out of here. Because the game only saves after you've gotten the cell. And it won't save like the 3 orbs that you didn't get or something. So you want to get all the orbs and then you want to get the cell. If you accidentally get the cell before you get all the orbs, once you get the last orb that you missed,